All right, guys, that's right. Winter is here and we're gonna check where are the fish at. I'm gonna teach you a technique today that I think a lot of people don't really know or aren't that comfortable with. Guys, today we're gonna look at sniping individual crappie. It's getting to be that time of year. I wanna give you a master class on how to do it, so y'all stick around. Let's use live scope and find these dandies, baby. Let's get to it. So it looks like we might have a couple of good sized ones still on the brush pile right here. So I wanna at least give them a look. You know, I wanna at least see what they're doing, and they're kind of swimming out to it. So semi-aggressive, I would call it. I had one chase me out. Now the pile is not loaded, which is good. So when it's not loaded, it means that they've probably started to push off. They're probably starting to move into their winter homes. So we're gonna look for floating fish, and we're gonna look for fish that are just buried in the mud as well. Both of those are very good spots to find big crappie this year, because this time of year, because don't forget, they're also feeding heavily. They are heavily feeding, trying to get thick and ready for winter. There we go. There we go. Dropped it down right on his face. So, all right, there we go. First one in the box, baby. He's a keeper. He's a legal keeping fish. So he bit it right off the back. Now, what I'm gonna do is put y'all on this camera. Check this out. So see these, let me show y'all what we're working with here. This is the pile right here, guys. So this is the pile. Those are the fish right all around it. Now, see these fish right here? Those are what I would consider to probably be floaters. They're moving around a lot, but what you want to look for, like right there, guys, look at that joker right there. Big old blob, just kind of slowly moving around, and just like that one right there. So they're starting to push off of the piles, and they're starting to hang out. I don't think that there's going to be some that are just straight up in the open right now. I mean, they're just going to be, you know, you're going to have to cruise around and find them. But this specific time of year, as you're falling, as the water temperatures are falling, they're still going to be pretty close to brush piles. Now, this is a very, very electronics heavy technique. So you are going to need some type of sonar, forward facing or down imaging to kind of locate the pile. And if you're using a slip cork and a minnow, I would suggest casting to the left, right, and back of it as much as you can. But if you have live scope, which is what this video is about, find some spots, find some structure where you normally find fish, and then start looking around those piles. So I'm casting on one of these right now. Now, the trick to sniping crappie is you cannot do two things. You can't go underneath them, and you cannot hit them. If you do either one of those, you're done. The fish is gonna boot scoot boogie on out of there. He's gonna take off quicker than you can imagine. So be very intentional with your casts, okay? At this point in the game, I would have imagined you've watched several of our videos. You know how to locate brush piles. You know how to cast down to them. You understand the gist of the scope in itself. You understand how the electronics work. Keeping all that in mind, now what you're gonna do is put all of it to practice and try to hit these individual fish. Let's start cruising and let's look for individual crappie fish that we can cast down to. Now guys, one thing that I really wanna note is if you're cruising along and you find a brush pile and the brush pile looks loaded, guys, stop and fish it. We're still in that time of year where you can pull up on a pile and pick apart, you know, put together a nice limit. It's just that this time of year is also when they start to transition. See, like that pile right there, guys, golly. Don't be afraid if you see a pile to just pull up and drop down on it. It ain't gonna hurt. I mean, you are out here fishing, so sniping crappie can go in line with any other technique. You can, I mean, really, you can snipe crappie all year long. It's not like it's just the best this time of year. All the times during the year we can see, you'll see if you have a live scope, you'll be fishing and a fish it'll push off of a pile. Well, you can kind of follow that fish and then pull up on it and cast down to that specific fish. But guys, if you find a pile, I mean, look, if you find a pile like that and it's got fish on it, guys, don't pass it. Throw down on that thing. Throw down over there. Drag your jig through it, you know, see what they're working with. You might pull a swamp donkey off of it. Don't forget to look around this time of year, especially with your falling water temperatures. Let's see. Nothing on that one. Let's scoot over here towards it real quick. Y'all know I'm a sucker for some brush piles, so let me pull over to it. That was a nice fish I just had too. It's probably been a nice tournament fish, to be honest with you. But here we go. All right. And again, a lot of these fish right now are around brush piles. So just keep your head on a swivel. That's all I'm saying. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to where you're casting. Pay attention to what's around. All right, here we go. Let's drop down back into that same area with these fish. Oh, there we go, guys. Got him. That's a nice fish, guys. Yep, that's a nice fish, guys. Bada bing. Bada boom. Oh, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, guys. See, so I'm saying if you pass a brush pile, don't stop or don't miss it. Fish it. Yep, because guys, we are in that time of the year where they will definitely stop and see what you got going on. Oh man, that's a nice fish right there, guys. That's a nice fish. So was he out in the open? No, he was not out in the open. However, he was willing to bite, and that's why I said if you come across a brush pile, guys, please stop and fish the brush pile. Please, please, please stop and fish the brush pile. Let me get some pictures and then we'll put this joker back. Okay, all right. I got my pictures. Let's put y'all back on my chest. One more look at her. There we go, guys. Let's get her down here. She goes back. If you use the scope, they don't stay in the boat, guys. Now, was that a suspended sniped fish? Not necessarily. Was it a fish that I think is on the verge of leaving the pile very soon? I do think that that is an accurate statement. It's right here on the fringe. I caught it right here on the back side of the pile, right here where my jig is right now. And it was kind of in the mud, a little in the grass. Guys, listen, I know I don't have the active captain on. I don't know what it is, but my unit will not connect to the app. I've updated it, re-downloaded it, I've sent it in. I haven't sent it in. I've sent in a work request. They've made me download this, update all this stuff. I don't know. It won't connect. I'm sorry. I'm doing what I can with what I got, so please don't be mad at me. I did order a new mount to try to give y'all a first-hand look at the scope, but it's not here yet. So anyway, was it on the pile? It was on the back side of the pile, suspended off the grass, just like this one was. Look at that thing, guys. Oh, absolute donkeys in the boat. You know what I'm saying? Slabs only, baby. Slabs only. All right, let's get this joker out. Let's see what we're working with here. I think I can just push it down and pull it out. Yeah, I can. There we go. There we go, guys. As you know, we're also only deck flipping slabs around here. All right, guys, I pushed up a little bit and it actually turned into a big old lay down tree with some fish on the backside right there. So see how that one's suspended? See how there's some shad up there and there's some fish over here on the backside that are kind of pushing off? That's what you want to look for. That's the stuff that you want to look for. That's the stuff dreams are made of. So I'm really interested in those back fish. So see those fish right there? Those fish right there that are kind of just moseying out as a group? That's the stuff that you want to try to hit. Now they're at 40 feet. And you know I like to snipe them from about 25 to 30 feet. So my first cast, I'm gonna float it through just to see if they'll follow. Because it's always, it's always interesting. So here, let me drop down right here. Let's see. You always got to figure out what the fish are gonna do. And guys, I'm using the same lure all day today, just because I'm more so interested in teaching you the technique as opposed to catching 100 fish. I really want to break this down for y'all so y'all can see the style of fishing and how it works. This is a donkey, guys. This is a nice fish. Good night. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that fatty. Oh my bucket mouth, dude. Are you kidding me? Whoo, man, that's what you're after right there. That is a donkey, guys. Let's see. I'd probably give it 14. Let's see. Yep, 14 on the money. Let me get some sunlight in there. Oh, so see, I pushed forward a little bit, saw that one, dropped down to that little group, drug it over them. That's a big fish. I don't think he's any record. Actually, dang it, I was gonna weigh him. I was gonna weigh them, but my scale's at the house. I just did my chickens. Anyway, what a slab, guys. Look at them getting thick for winter. They're feeding. They're getting ready to go up shallow and spawn. What a tank, guys. Let me get some pictures real quick. Got some pictures. Let's get her back in there. Woo! Oh man. That is what dreams are made of. And you know me, I'm gonna go right back down, right back over there. Same thing, same scenario, same group, same drag, same everything. And I want to see. So caught it at 18 foot, so that's good to know. So let's see if we can catch another one here. And as typical, the bite was pretty light. You know, the bigger the fish, I don't know what it is, but the bigger the fish, usually the lighter the bite. And it's, man, part of the reason I knew that was a donkey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I had one looking at me. Let's get repositioned. Guys, I'm sorry that everything's to the left today. It's just the way that the wind is blowing and the cookie's crumbling, guys. But there is one out there in the mud. Let's drag it across that one. So see that fish, guys, out there in the mud at 35 feet? Let's get on it, guys. Let's get on it. So what we're gonna do is cast out. We're gonna do a real cast. I'm gonna watch my jig fall. Gotta pick it up on the screen wherever it may be. There it is. It's falling. Man, it's falling absolutely beautifully. So let's drop it down in there. The boat's constantly moving, so you have to also constantly be moving. And then there we go. I'm right over it right now. Let's see if I can get them drawn out here. There's another one moving in. Man, it's hard to fish off the left side of a boat. It's hard to do, guys. So don't think you're alone if you can't do it, because even I struggle very much with it. So let me reel in. That was a tough one. I prefer the fish to be straight in line. It's just easier because you have your transducer pole right here. You have the current pushing your jig towards you. You're not fighting this sideways current. I would really suggest getting really proficient with this technique straight in front of you before you start to add the troubles of going to the left and to the right, because guys, it's kind of hard to fish off the left and right side of a boat whenever whenever it gets twisted like that. It is what it is. So here we go. Here we go, dropping over this fish right there. There's another one sitting right here. He's just sitting there. See him? I'm right there with him, just trying to get him to react. See if I can draw him. Oh, there we go. Got him. No, he spit it. He spit it, but there he goes right there. There he is right there. Ah! So for that one, I was just bobbing it in his face. All right, golly. I keep cruising. I keep finding these little clusters of crappie just kind of hanging out, and man, I promise I'm trying to find suspended fish, but this is just telling me that these fish aren't pushed off the piles yet. They're still close to them. They're starting to move off, but they could still be close to them, which, hey, that's good intel. That's good to know. So the water temperatures aren't cold enough yet for them to start really moving, so that's all right. Let's see. Let's drag across these fishes here. I love when they're grouped like this, just on the bottom. There we go. Oh yeah. See, guys? See, these bigger fish, they're starting to push off. They're not exactly off yet. That's a legal keeper. That's a nice fish right there. Oh. That's a nice fish right there. That'll work. Let me take a couple pictures real quick. All right. Got a couple pictures taken. Put that joker back. Let's go again, guys. Let's go again. I love these little schooled up slabs like this. We're in these little groups like this. 25 feet out, guys. Man, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Let's see. Let's drop down to them. Promise, like I said, I'm looking for these individuals, but they keep presenting themselves like this, guys. Why fight it? Why fight it? You know what I mean? Dropping down right on top of that pile right there, closing it as I approach, letting it hang right above them. Getting hit just oh! Now, when you come up to fish piles like this, you need to learn how to pick out the bigger fish. All right, so as I look left and right, those bigger fish are going to be the ones closer to the bottom there. Bigger fish typically stay closer to the bottom when it comes to a big school like this. So, oh, they took my weight. Let me switch weights real quick. I'll be right back. All right, had to switch my weight right there. So anyway, these bigger fish, typically the bigger fish, they're going to be hugged to the bottom. They're going to be hugged closer to the bottom. And just like I've been saying, they're going to be the outliers. They're going to be the ones that are further away. So when you're dropping your jig down in there, what you want to try to do is kind of cut through those littler fish on the top and see if you can't present to the fish down at the bottom underneath them, because the way crappie's eyes are situated, they're always looking up. So if you can get underneath those little guys, they won't pay you no mind usually. So let's try again here. And again, I'm keeping them at 30 feet, and if you'll notice, I'm keeping them behind that brush pile. So in my opinion, your sonar is getting eat up by that front pile, the ticking, the tick, 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 tick that you hear, in my opinion, is getting eaten up by that front pile, and they don't hear it as bad when they're on that back pile. There we go, I'm in the mud now. Let's see. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, guys. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Absolutely. See that? I got it down in closer to the mud, and bada bing, bada boom, guys. Ooh, caught us a nice fatty, big old fatty. Nice slab right there. Man, they are thick. They are absolutely thick'em. So let's pick up a couple more, guys. Again, I'm going to try to cut through the upper fish. I'm going to try to get that jig down in the bottom. Now, if you're falling down to them, and you're like, man, I'm falling right on the upper fish, it's fine. Tighten your line and kind of bounce it, and it looks like this. Watch. So you're going to get down close to those fish like I am now. You're going to close your bail, and you're going to kind of pop that jig. And what it's going to do is it's going to give it that erratic motion, and then you can slowly get it in there, and boom. So now we're past the little fish, and we're closer to the mud now. Let's see if we can't connect with one here. There we go. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Oh yeah. Slabby patties, baby. Slabby flipping patties. Oh yes, sir. You just it doesn't get old. It doesn't get old, guys. Oh man. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Slabs. Oh man. All right, let's go for a couple more and see how that worked. I popped that jig, and that popping motion got it moving like this, and then it got below those little fish, because we don't really want the little guys. We want those thicker, fuller mama fish, bigger fish. I call them mama fish. They might be daddy fish, who knows? But that's the ones you're after. Inversely, if you have a new person fishing with you and you want to get them reps on what it feels like to catch crappie, do that. Hang it over those little fish. Let them experience what that hit feels like, that wham. Let them experience that. That way they know what they're feeling for, and then graduate them into picking out the bigger fish on the bottom of the pile like that. That's something that I do when I bring new fishermen with me. Or if you have kids with you. You can do it if you have kids. Teach them, just hang your minnow right above those little guys. I have a fish and he just took me into a tree. Holy cow. You can hang your minnow right above the little guys, and man, it's a free-for-all, which is great for little guys. Pick up one or two more. Let's see. Here we go. Dropping down in them. Let's see. Gonna try to fight through the little guys. There we go. Kind of right above the mud now. There we go. Works oh my gosh. Dude, if this is a crappie, guys, if this is a crappie, what a time to not have a scale if this is a crappie. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, dudes. Dude, oh, guys, this, honestly, oh my gosh. Guys, this might be the biggest crappie I've ever caught. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 14-incher, I don't know. Maybe it was just fighting real good. Guys, look at the dang mouth on that thing. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh. I'm just speechless. Look at, I don't think I have my scale. Let me see. Let's see. I don't, guys. I don't think I don't have my scale. So no worries. It's just gonna, hey, it's gonna be one for me and you. Y'all drop in the comment what you think. Drop in the comment section what y'all think that fish weighs. Gosh, that's close to a 2-pounder. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a slab crappie. Holy cow, guys. Good night. Let me take some pictures of this thing. Good Lord, guys. All right, let's get her back in there. Thank you, ma'am. Woo! Man, if I was keeping fish, that would be a fantastic dinner right there. All right, let's see. One more cast. We keep getting bigger fish. And again, all I'm doing is I'm kind of bobbing that jig and I'm getting it underneath those small fish, and I'm bouncing that jig off of the mud, and I'm keeping the brush pile that's in front of us between me and the transducer. There's a lot going on right here, guys, that I think that are helping attribute to the success of this spot. And I'm keeping the pile at 30 feet. Just keep all this stuff in mind. I know there's a lot of factors that you can't replicate, but just did the same thing. Oh my gosh, guys. I can just tell. Guys, this might even be bigger than that one, weight-wise. Oh my gosh. Oh my, no, okay. They keep getting bigger. This one's not as long, but it's way fatter. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Oh, what a fantastic fish that is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Spit it at the boat. Oh my gosh, like I was saying, I know these factors are all difficult to replicate in your waters. I get that. But good night, guys. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my. Dude, Slab City right here. Slabsville right here. Home of the all-time slabby patty. Whoo! Alright, guys, I told y'all that was the last cast, and I meant it. That was the last cast, man. Guys, I mean it. I make these videos to try to help y'all out. The fish are starting to move off of structure. Using the techniques I talked about today, you can be very successful in your local waters, no problem. I'm telling you, put to practice the things I showed you. I know we didn't catch a bunch at first, but those techniques are all that we use. Remember, when you're sniping them in the open, speed and repetition. Sometimes it takes 6, 8, 10 casts. That's totally normal. The fish are gonna be lethargic, they're gonna be slow, they're gonna be docile sitting there. You have to encourage the bite. When they're stacked on brush piles like this, like I said, if you want to cut through the little ones, pop, get that jig in motion, get it underneath them, bounce off the mud a little bit, and you saw, I'm telling you, that technique works for me every single time. Guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, check out this playlist where I give you a whole list of how-tos on how to catch crappie. And guys, make sure to smash the subscribe button. It would mean the world to us. I love making these videos, and the more people that subscribe, the more videos we can pump out, guys. Thanks for watching today's video, guys, and always don't forget, don't stop the dangle. Peace.